Hello. Hello, hello. All right. Welcome to the last stream of 2024. We are going to kick things off here in just a minute. Going to be a rather short stream today. I think maybe 10 total across a few different qualifications. So I hope you guys are enjoying what is probably finals week. Maybe this is like the last day you just finished up with your finals. So that would be pretty cool. Either way, welcome in whoever is gonna join. And if you're watching this later, thanks for watching this at all. We got cool stuff that's gonna start coming here in 2025. So we're already looking ahead. It's awesome. The first thing is that black sling is going to have a little bit of a change, but there's going to be a grace period. So this doesn't apply if you've been working towards your black sling. Not going to apply to you. The second thing is that from January through May, I'll be doing routine reviews, right? So the thing that the Drill Dojo kind of doesn't teach people is how to construct a routine. So we're going to get together in, once a month we'll do qualification streams, and once a month we will do routine construction streams. And everyone can get together and talk about what worked and what didn't. So that way everyone has a really competitive time moving into solo season and national season and Daytona season, all the exciting stuff that's coming. On my end, it's a big week. You're going to see, hopefully, starting very soon, maybe as soon as next week, you're going to start seeing some videos start coming into the fray. So I might have my situation with where to film stuff settled. So that would be very exciting if that's the case. But before anything else, I think that's it. That's good to get started. It's probably going to be 30, 40 minutes in and out. So probably not a lot of time for people to find this and click in. And, it's 1 week to Christmas. So Merry Christmas. Hey, how's it going, Del Marlo? Good to see you in here. Welcome early. So, all right. So yeah, let's take a look here on the red sling videos. We have 6 no maroon sling videos, 1 green, 2 blue, no black. So let's get started here with Lynn English High School. Awesome. I don't think any penalty there. Yeah, no penalty on that. You're going to take a minor. You can use 2 hands on the catch in order to make sure that it comes in together. But catching with the one hand, you got to stick that because otherwise it's gonna dip. That was good. I think handpin was good too. A little bit loose on the handpin. I'd like to see that balled more into a fist. That was good. Angle was fine. I think the angle could be better. No penalty on it. Okay, so we got a little trip. Okay, so loss of balance requiring a step is going to be a major. And handpin gets there. No penalty on handpin. Let me double check that that's a major and not a minor. Or sorry, not a moderate. Yes, okay. It's looking clean so far. That trip was, I mean, the feet, I want to blame it on the grass, but it's because your feet came in too close together too soon. Very solid, no penalty. Very solid, no penalty. Nice. I think your hand pin could have been tighter towards your side. That was solid. No penalty. It's very clear. Your fundamentals are all there. I mean, Lynn English is like, I enjoy watching you guys whenever you go to Daytona. All right, let me think about that one. So what's the core component of the Ike? I think I like to see the two-handed catch. The idea is there. The control is there. I don't think it's worth 4 points because the control is there. We're going to count it as style. Moving forward through Ike's, I'd like to see a two-handed catch because I think like I don't want to hold you back because of a style decision. But part of what makes the Ike scary is probably exactly the reason you do this catch is that it's to the outside of your body. If that's a school mandate, which makes sense, if that's a school mandate, that's definitely something to discuss. Otherwise, I think having the control to make sure the barrel doesn't skin your shoulder is kind of what makes that trick so impressive. So we're going to keep this. Congratulations. This is going to pass, no tenure. You're definitely ready. Your control is phenomenal. And your score is going to be a 93. Well done. Any news on the slings you were sending out? So I know they're with Glendale. We're going to try and get them up in the next couple days. One of them is this guy. This used to be available a year or two ago. It's back in stock. And the other one I don't have available, but it's a super, super cool 2 black stripes and then 1 gold stripe in the middle. So I'm excited about that. It should be up any day now. What we do have up is we got hoodies up, we got t-shirts up, we got socks up if you like socks. So a lot of good stuff is getting posted. We're kind of getting geared up for 2025 to be a really strong year. How's it going, M News? How's it going, Braden? Welcome in. We're getting on a grain sling right now, getting close to getting it down. Nice. Hello. I'm doing pretty good. End of the year is nice and chill. There's only like 10 videos to review today. So we're already with one. It's going to be a quick stream. But the certified slings, yes. I'm waiting for them to be constructed. Let me reach out about that actually. I want them to send it to me so I can send it out, and they haven't sent it. You remember meeting me at the Gaither, probably Gaither comp? Yeah, I'm doing great. Yeah. No, Gaither was a really fun time. I really liked going out there and just setting up to teach, so and hang out. So I really liked how Gaither was structured. What's up, Nathan? I got your video kind of, I just put it into the queue, so you are going to get your opportunity in 30 minutes. Right now, good luck to First Sergeant Poole. Okay, I could see the foot coming off the ground a little bit there. So you want to watch that foot when you're throwing aerials. Okay, same thing, heels off the ground. We're going to take a full step back. How big? Let's see, footwork. We'll count it as a minor or a moderate stutter step. You are also, you should use 2 hands in that catch there, because this hand gets pulled out of place. So that's going to be another moderate there for being pulled out pretty far from your body.
Hell's whip.
Okay, good. Rifle controls there. But the hand pin over here misses a lot.
Over the head single.
Let me think about this. I'll do a minor because it's only a minor distance, but I was thinking of moderate because it really kind of goes all around. All right, no penalty here, but you can see how your whole body kind of bounces with it. You'll want to like tighten up your center body in order to get that to be very tight. Okay. So handpin kind of doesn't find its spot, and I'm not going to count it as a full loss of momentum because it kind of keeps going just a little bit. So this can be a moderate on loss of momentum there.
Foot stop or BTB foot stop.
Okay, good. I'd like this hand to find something on the other side of your body. Otherwise, it looks pretty cramped there. I want it to find either the side of your pants or straight down, so it kind of keep the hand pin where it is. I prefer seeing this hand pin go straight down, so it's not pinned against anything, but it looks like the whole center body is perfectly straight. The rest of the foot stop looked pretty good, though. Yeah, that's good control on that foot
Right-handed
stop.
drag.
So a lot of these ones are coming from that hand pin. Okay, you see on that one, this hand pin right here creeps to the front of your body. Okay, so really find, so your rifle control is there. I can tell you've put a lot of work into the rifle control. Pull your brain down toward your hand. Now that you've got the rifle stuff pretty well organized.
Shoulder roll from half beat.
All right, so I recommend going back to the yellow sling tutorial videos and taking a look at that, because we do have a lot of full stops of momentum there. So that's definitely a major on the full stop for momentum. I'm also guiding. We're gonna count them both together as a double major for 6 points. So it's kind of both. The rifle is guided too much, and there was a big stop in momentum. So you definitely want to like have that one. This one, especially being a flow trick, you want it to like never stop. Okay, and it stops both here while you're thinking about it, and also right here. That's like heavily kind of slowed into position. So put a little bit more time into that one for sure. Awesome. Again, rifle control is super nice here, but the hand pin falls way out of position. This one helps to lean forward slightly, but you definitely want to keep this whole center body rigid and
Double
tight.
right shoulder toss.
Good. We've got a little step there. Handpin's also coming quite a ways out of way. So you definitely want to put a little bit, again, focus on the handpin. Perfect. Okay, so this isn't going to pass today. That's fine. I can tell you have done a lot of work manipulating the rifle and working with the rifle. And the work you've done on that part really shines through. Now pull your head to the other parts of your body. Really get your feet to stay planted on the ground. How you're going to do that is you're going to use your toes. You're actually going to dig your toes into the ground and kind of use your ankles to spread your feet. That's going to keep you really, really well grounded and centered. Then this left hand pin almost entirely. It's always out of place. You really want to like think about what that hand is doing. I can tell the brain is over with the rifle when it needs to be with the hand. Yeah, just clean up just even a couple of little things, the hand pin, especially the steps and the underarm crank with the half beat to right shoulder roll. You get that cleaned up and this will pass no problem. So you're very close. Yeah, that's a lot closer than what the score would indicate to being like a 90, you know? All right, back to chat. You're working to add power to your moves. Do you have any tips on how to add it without overdoing it, losing control? Practice, practice, practice. Depends on your strength. It depends on your build. If you're tall, you can get away with like bigger grips. If you're shorter, you have a lot more power kind of to be able to build into your muscles, right? So physically how people are built is that shorter people can lift more in relation to their body weight, whereas taller people can lift more overall, right? So taller people get to use a lot more leverage, but they have a lot more space that they have to go with it, whereas short people have a lot less. Like if you imagine a wheel, and the way a wheel turns, this part of my arm only travels like 3 inches, whereas this part of my arm in exactly the same amount of time travels like 15 or 20 inches. The only way that's possible is if this part of my arm moves much faster than this part of my arm. And so if you're tall, this part has a lot more place that it can move, a lot more force and leverage and fulcrum it has to fight against, whereas short people can leverage the less distance that their arm has to move, the less weight that hits it on the edge of their hand at the fulcrum of their arms. So if you practice, it's going to be an individual answer. Is really what I'm getting at. Nope, Nathan, something's going on. I think maybe it's just my inbox is pretty full. It's at like 90%. So I need to go through after this stream and delete everything in there. Do you have any tips on keeping full control of momentum? You're new to drilling and have an issue with doing basic moves, then doing something hard and slowing down while trying to transition. Let the rifle do the work. The most common mistake people make in drill is that they think they have to add something to the rifle. It's not true. Not until you hit quints, really, like big stuff. Maybe quads if you're like still developing some muscles, right? 90% of drill is knowing the exact place to put your hand to get the rifle to do something. So trust the rifle to move on its own. All you have to do after that is keep putting your hand in the right place. All right, Georgios, good luck. Yeah, I'll do minor. Very close to not getting a penalty at all. Okay, a little bit of fear there. Okay, the catch goes flat and it goes there, but we are going to take kind of a bigger stutter step. I'm going to do a moderate there. Almost a major. So we're going to kind of balance out those last two tricks. Okay, so here we are going to get the rifle rotating on the wrong axis. So you want to make sure that that rifle kind of stays on this flat plane. And then we're also going to get, so with the heels coming off the ground and the size of the step, that's going to be a major. Nice. Your feet stay on the ground, heels stay planted, rifle angle's good. If you're doing this technique, I'd like to see this hand pin find a home. I'm going to say it's just really slow to finding its home down at your hand pin down here, and take just a minor off of it. Because an alternative strategy here is to keep this hand high and just do a full stop. I think had you done that, I probably wouldn't have noticed. Because you're doing the continuous here, I can tell that that hand is lingering. So it's still an open hand pin. And if you are going to do the left and down, this needs to find a structural place down by the side of your pant leg. All right, so that's going to be a raptor claw. So raptor claw is a major penalty. And it's when your hand stays up here and you're kind of like a raptor, right? Footwork was a little inefficient. You know, you kind of see it's not really real structured. No penalty there. Just think about how you can pivot a little bit more into that. But the catch was great. Rifle control on the catch. A lot of people struggle with that. So good job on that. Okay, so hand pin is open and a little bit sluggish to kind of find its home. It kind of doesn't want to be anywhere. And I needed to find down at the side or on the seam of your pants. And so keeping that tight, you're going to get 2 minors on that. All right, right there, you saw as well, this hand pin is open the entire time and also doesn't find its home. So that's also 2 points. The rifle control was great. Okay, I can see. So let me think of the rifle again, because you're going to take 1 point on the hand pin for being open and 1 point for being a little ways from your body. You almost are going to lose a point for excessive guiding. I'm going to let it slide. It's very close. Trust the rifle more to hit the shoulder and want to fall down. Great stop there. Rifle control is super high. I'm going to take just 1 point. We're going to say that the distance from your body was a prep, but the hand's still wide open. Yep, nope, great catch. Solid. Let that simmer a little bit. You know, I kind of see this wobble here, and I'm not sure what's needed and what's not. This, if you just kind of plant your feet, there's no question in my mind, right? We're kind of prepping you for getting judged. You know, I'm not sure what's needed and what was just comfort. So we're just going to do a minor for that catch angle. And again, I'm going to let that kind of wobble slide. I'm not sure if that was needed. When you do this again, if you're trying to go for a 90 score, definitely want to let this simmer. If this hits 80, I'm not sure yet. All right, so let me add this up. Okay, it's 22. So this is going to be a score of 78 out of 100. So it's not going to pass. I think that's fine because if you fix the hand pin and you fix the steps, you're going to be above 90. I think it looks like you're practicing at home. So literally just practice over the Christmas break just a little bit. I think you'll be able to hit 90 easy by middle January, end of January. I think you'll be able to hit 90 by like end of December. The biggest issues definitely were like these little steps, you know, kind of finding your place on like where are these like your feet supposed to go. And then like little stuff like this here, that's an easy one to think about where this hand pin's going to be so that you can really drive that into the side of your body. So you got a little bit of a homework assignment here, but putting that focus in now is going to pay dividends. Like make your life way easier for maroon sling and green sling and moving forward. So not today, unfortunately, but soon. See you later, Braden. Nava, good luck. Brandeis High School, nice. I am a fan of your team routines. It's all with no penalty. catch angle there, and footwork. Good, no penalty. Angle is quite a ways off here, so let's take a look. I think it specifies no looking. So the reason the angle is off is because you're looking. So that's going to be a major as well. So you're going to take the major for looking at it. But also, here's something I want to know. Here's why it's so important not to look at OTHs. From your perspective, this is perfectly flat. You can see the way the eyes are looking up. It's at an angle. Okay? So when you're throwing this rifle for an OTH and it's at an angle, your instinct is to have the rifle flat up against the angle. But from the outside perspective, this is the angle you're going to get, not this. And so when you don't look at it, you have a good feeling for what is flat, better than you have a visual for what is flat. Because if the rifle was flat here, it's still flat here, but the outside perspective is completely different on it. Perfectly flat to you. Very angled from me. Okay, a little panicked. Not bad though. I can see your hand pin slips out for just a frame. Okay. You got very scared about dropping it, but it was pretty good. Very solid, no penalty. A lot of comfort in that. Bearing was good, eyes were straightforward, loved it. Hand pin stays by the side, but definitely a little bit open. So I like to see that tighten up into a fist. I can see right through it. Good, no penalty. Nice. That's a very hard one to keep stable at. Okay. I have a suspicion that your hand pin was loose on this side, but I can't confirm it. If there was a judge on that side, they'd be able to confirm it. So you're going to get no penalty, but you know, you'll know. All right. So you're going to take a major on angle and a moderate on like kind of bobbling it with the other hand. That would have passed just fine with no penalty. All right. Unfortunately, that does move you down into requiring tenure, which isn't bad. It does mean you pass. It just means what tenure means is that you should submit again to try and get a score above 90. If you get a score above 90, then you can start submitting maroon sling videos. You could start working on your maroon sling tricks and trying to get them down. That's, you know, it's the right time to start introducing that. But I'd like to see more control with just the stuff that, you know, we went over here on stream in order to make sure that you're ready to submit for maroon sling in the future. Good work though. This is going to pass with tenure. You'll get an email about that too. All right, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. You need help with the rising sun. When you go behind your head, the rifle stops. Unlike your CO, keep spinning it behind his head. How do you keep it spinning? So you can kind of lead into it by grabbing it a touch early and then releasing it a touch late. That's probably the best way without seeing kind of what you're doing. Is probably that once it hits behind your head, you're like trying to get the other hand in position then, instead of doing kind of a handoff. Hey Nathan, 4 submissions. We got 2 red sling, 1 green sling, and 2 blue slings left to go. So let's jump into the last 2 red slings.
Double aerial.
You know why that happened?
Nice,
Double
no
side
penalty.
toss.
Nice, no penalty.
Hell's whip.
I'll keep working on that. I'll be back.
Nice, no penalty.
Single OTH spin.
Nice, no penalty.
Foot stop.
This one's easy.
B2B flow.
Good.
Right hand drag.
Good.
Back ninja.
I don't like your footwork there. Okay, so let's talk about footwork here. Okay. So you see how there's like 4 different steps to your footwork? This is very inefficient. You have, let's actually count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have like 7 components to it. You need 1. You need to move your right foot over your left, and then you need to do a rear march from that position, essentially. Like it's a rear march, but like instead of right foot forward, it's right foot across from your left. It should be 1 step over and then 1 pivot. So there's 7 different like features for your right hand drag that could be just 1 or 2.
Ninja.
So that's why I don't like that footwork there.
Double right shoulder toss.
Stutter step on the catch.
Single B2B power.
Little bounce there. Cool. 95 out of 100. This passes. No tenure needed. Can't wait to see him maroon sling. Qualified and good to go. Well done. All right, Axel. Good luck.
So restart, please.
Double area. Double side toss.
Good,
Hell's
no
whip.
penalty. It goes halfway around in the wrong axis, but just a halfway. So you're going to be all right on that one. No penalty, but it's very, very close to having a penalty. Give me a second. So it looks like I should be getting certified slings close to Friday. Or they'll be sent out to me on Friday, and then I'll get them early next week.
OTH single spin. OTH single spin.
That was good.
Single
High
B2B.
confidence. I could see that just by how low you kept it. Okay, hand pin slips out a little bit.
stop.
Footwork could be a little bit better, but no penalty on it. Very good, no penalty.
Right-handed drag.
Very smooth. You can see the difference here. 1 step. That was close to 3. I'd like to see like a
Shoulder
pivot
roll
into
from
it.
half beat.
But pretty good. Very smooth.
double right shoulder toss.
A little tap tap there.
Single side toss, B2B power catch.
Okay, big angle. Cool, that was pretty good. 96 or 94. Gonna pass. Well done, Axel. No tenure required. Looking forward to your maroon sling submission. All right, so we move to green sling, Wyatt Gold. Good luck. Ooh, long video. So we're gonna have heels popping off the ground. Good catch though. All right, so that hand's got to find a place to be. Let me think. I want to do a moderate. I think if it stayed there and went down, I'd do a moderate. But the crossing over the body makes it a major, because that starts being quite a bit of ways around. We'll lump in kind of the leaning back for it into that major as well. And we'll lump in kind of that little hit against the body into the major as well. I think like overall, it's worth a major on that trick. Good, no penalty. Okay, so the rifle kind of flips it on the wrong axis, so it kind of goes a little bit wonky. And so you can see the hand pin here. Right upon release, it finds its spot, opens, and like there's like a flash there where it just wide open, and then it finds its spot. So we'll do a minor there. Good setup. That was pretty consistent. Like I can tell that that was like how you have to set it up. And it's just a minor on catch angle. Almost not a minor. The way it comes and then corrects, very close to being just right. We're going to do major, kind of, we're going to count it as like a full step. So I don't want to do a lunge. I don't think like it's worth, because I think that's double penalty for lunge. And it wasn't like uncontrolled. I think just a major is going to be fine for that. Very nice, well controlled. Hand pin, just a little out from the body. Definitely want that a little more structured. Okay. I like that you commit to the power stance at the time of the throw. That's the right time to do it. Hand should stay planted by your side even on the throw. Okay, so I'm going to do just a minor on that. Sorry, that wasn't a cut. I skipped forward 5 seconds using the arrow key. That was good. Slight loss of momentum from hitting your shoe. That is a moderate. All right, we're gonna lump that as a major for the big walk across. Handpin stays there. All right, let's add this up. This is gonna be tight. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 1, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. It's a 79 out of 100, so you're not going to pass this round. It is obviously very close. I think this is good, right? Because we really want to aim for that score of 90 anyways. We're just going to do it again to get the 90 anywhere in the 80s regardless. We've got several instances of fairly uncontrolled catches that add up to 12 points all on their own. You take care of those 12 points, all of a sudden you're at a 91. So literally just take care of these majors and all your problems go away, right? Get a run without those majors in it and you're going to do just fine. So not today, but soon. Okay, 2 more to go. Almost there, chat. So we got David and we got Nathan. Okay, well. All right, good luck, David.
Wait.
Okay. If it was just the 1 foot moving, you'd have gotten away with a moderate. But because they both kind of moved, I'm going to have to do the major there. Catch angle is going to be a minor as well. If that happens on a quint on your first, this is the first trick, heavily recommend just starting over, right? The first trick should never have a penalty in my opinion. Okay, and hand pin as well. So you can see right there. You go for the hand pin. Yeah, like you have to hit the hand pin on quints, and it just kind of doesn't find its place. Okay, little stutter step. That's going to be a moderate. And what great snapback, by the way. The way that snaps back very quickly is good. That penalty is going to be another moderate.
Rising Sun triple exit 3 count.
So strategy wise, we're up to 10 points already on the first 2 tricks. Definitely recommend if that's what you got on the first 2 tricks, just start the video over, right? Hopefully this maybe those were the 2 you struggled with a lot, but we'll see how this kind of comes into play. Okay, so we had a stutter step, we had a hand pin that I saw, and then the step back on the OTH, and the heels popping off the ground.
Floridian.
Okay, inefficient footwork for sure, like way too fast, like the pace change here is crazy. Hand pin off, So we're going to do a moderate on hand pins for both sides. And that's... Yep, I can tell that that's a loss of balance requiring a step. So that's got to be a major. We'll just do a verbal kind of rundown here of the rest of your video. I don't think it's going to pass. Well, maybe. No penalty on that. Let me see where we're at. Okay, so we're already not passed. That was a 60 centimeter VTB. That was a sick Andres roll. Okay, so you are stronger on this half of the curriculum. Both of those were like phenomenal. All right, I think I would have taken a minor on the shoulder shrug here. Yeah, not a fan of the shoulder shrug. Great catch. Yeah, solid catch there.
Rising Sun, triple exit, B2 flow catch.
I'll give you a proper score because all of a sudden it's super cleaned up. Okay, heels off the ground, hand pin comes out of place. Stutter step. This one was interesting. So I don't think I like that, but in certain contexts, I think I would. The little shrug back, like it is cool. I don't think it'll get judged well. It's an interesting style, but it's a little too loose. I think you'd get kind of eviscerated from half of the judges, and the other half will think it's all right. I'll let you add this up. It's not going to pass today. I mean, 3 tricks and 4 tricks at the end there that were like super, super solid. Let's imagine we didn't have these 10 points from the first 2 tricks, right? All of a sudden your new score is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Your score is 81. So if you're able to get just the first 2 tricks together and do exactly the same rest, you're going to be able to pass at least with the score of 80. So you're close. You're close-ish. I mean, there's definitely some structural things to really address here. Blue sling is the hardest. It's harder than black. I understand that because it requires so much more out of like physicality. There's a lot less like maneuverability in the curriculum. You know, really think about what your feet are doing. I think your feet messed you up on this one more than anything. So footwork, footwork, footwork. If you work anything for the next 6 months, I want it to be footwork. All right, Nathan, you here? Cool. You're front loading your bad tricks. Good to know. I reviewed this just a minute ago. I think it was pretty good. So let me make sure this is showing up on stream okay. All right. Good luck. Oops. Is that right? That's right. Okay. All right, here we go. Yep, okay, so that's going to be overly guiding by a lot. So that's going to be major, all right? The back row itself was pretty good. But putting your hand on this side of your shoulder first to pull it over was what got you there. In the video, you'll see a lot of like, I will be rotating with it. That keeps it kind of in line with my shoulder and kind of pushes that momentum forward and up on my body. That's why I do it. Keeping it stationary like this, I would recommend an open stance. So you have more like kind of wobble. I think if you wobbled a little bit, I can see exactly what it was doing. It was like about to pop back onto that side. So you had to. But if you do, try it with an open stance is my recommendation. I think it's a moderate bend. Yeah, that's going to be a moderate. Good tracking. Your hand pin falls a little out of place, but that's pretty much inevitable for triple rising suns. Not bad at all. And tiny little stutter step there. The smallest of little stutter steps. Yeah. That was good. Okay, so let me give you a little tip here. Think about your toes when you're drilling. So right here, if you dig your toes into the ground and then twist at your ankles, you're going to find your feet become more grounded. I'm seeing that this is becoming a trend where your feet aren't grounded very well. They're placed on the ground. So if I'm placing something on the ground, and I apply, motion in a direction, you're going to see how it's very easy to slide my hand across my other hand, right? If I dig my toes into the ground and I twist, all of a sudden, I'm locked into place. I can't even move it on my own hands. That's exactly the same mechanic that happens with your feet. It's why we have toes. It's to lock ourselves to the ground. I'm going to make a good training video on that. Did I take that score already? Let me look at the stream and find out if I took that score already. Think about your toes. Yes. Okay, I did. Good. Feet stay planted there. That was very nice. Good catch. No penalty. Nice. Way to control that across your body as well. I can see you turn into it. It drifted a little bit, and you kept it right where it needed to be. You really did front load the ones that were a little iffy. Awesome. I usually do the technique of flipping it off of my thumb to get more spin, but I like your technique there, and there's no problems with it. Even your hand pin's pretty nice. Your footwork's really nice. No penalty. I'm happy with that. Very nice. No penalty. Let me check a thing. Okay. We'll take a minor just for the slight lean back. Very nice. Okay, you weren't kidding. You do front load the bad stuff. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of penalty. That's 88 out of 100. You are going to pass. You are going to earn your blue sling, but you are going to have tenure. So first of all, congratulations. Do you know what tenure is at this point? I'll send you an email with all the details. But basically, you want to submit again to try and get a 90. And if you don't, in 6 months, you can submit for your black sling. But congratulations. Awesome. Let me catch up. Hey, Dan. You didn't make your goal of green by Christmas. Still working on it. I will be in San Antonio at the Drill and Chill for Glendale at the Heroes Stadium, Heroes Field, January 3rd. And I'll be doing live test outs if you want to come there and try and get your live test out. I feel like when we did your maroon sling, it went super well with the live test out atmosphere. So, maybe get some of your cadets to carpool down. So yeah, before you guys go anywhere, let's talk about some of the stuff coming up. We actually have quite a bit to talk about here. So stay tuned here real quick. You're more focused on Raider, archery, improving cadet skills. Your own skills are taking a back seat. Okay, San Antonio for the 3rd. You hoping to bring some cadets with me. Perfect. I should have just read ahead. How's it going, Maples? Yes, college is really hard to drill in because there's just not a great atmosphere for drilling. Talk with your university police department. I like finding private spaces in parks out in public. Whatever the kind of procedure is, you could find a way to do it. Andres rolls kryptonite. Yeah. You did pretty good with it though. You will have to submit your blue sling in January again in order to get above the 88. Yep, tenure. Let me actually mark that. So you have to do a 10-year break first. Got to pass blue before you can do black. I'd like to see that. That's going to be enforced starting in January strongly. The idea is that you should be kind of working on the new stuff, but you need to be able to pass your tenure, right? Like if you were in a martial arts dojo, you wouldn't be able to test out for 2 belts in a row until you earned full status on the 1 belt. Okay. Let me do something real quick. Let me get this. Here and here. Maybe put the face cam here. All right. Perfect. So we can see everything now, yes? I'm going to pin chat over here. All right. So if you are in San Antonio or know anybody in San Antonio, if you head to glendale.com, right here at the top, there is a drill and chill. It's going to be a big one. January 3rd, 1 p.m. Central to 4 p.m. Central. I'm going to be out there. Lone Guard's going to be out there. Isaac's going to be out there. Trey's going to be out there. Cameron's going to be out there. Everyone's going to be out there. It's going to be with the National Guard for Texas. It's going to be sponsored by Glendale. There's going to be there's a raffle registration here for free NGA black and gold with the Drill Dojo sling. So if you check out anything, come down here to the Drill and Chill Glendale, Texas National Guard event and do this raffle registration. I don't know if you have to be present to win, but I'll find out, actually. I definitely recommend coming out. It's just going to be nice, cool 3 hours right for the new year. Get started with the new system right away. Additionally, the dojo shop. We've got some really, really good stuff here. So if you're looking for someone to come out and do training, by the way, send me an email. If your unit has $2,500 to burn, you'll get 50 certified slings. It's this 50 certified sling pack. And that covers the cost of my flight, my fee, my hotel, my rental car, everything. That's an all-inclusive price of $2,500. And I'll come for 2 consecutive days of drill training. Just send an email before booking that so that I can, do whatever. There's no time limit. There's no it's just 2-hour practices. Book me for a Saturday, Sunday, get me for 12 hours each day. It's no problem at all. Or if your school has $675, we got 50 certified slings. The cool stuff though is down here in uniform. This will be apparel very soon. We've got Drill Dojo wallets. This is still being built. So this is in progress, but this certified arc pin is going to be for what you certify for. So if you're maroon, it'll be maroon colored. If you're red, it'll be red colored, right? If you're black, it'll be black and gold. It's super cool. If you guys like socks, we got cool socks here. Okay, so Drill Dojo socks. The shirts are super cool. So we got a Drill Dojo shirt. It's got a cool sleeve print, very cool front print. I really, really like this one. So this is a design I made. Very, very happy with how it came out. And it's on the back. This is from Mass Drill, made this Phoenix outline for it. So it's this cool certified Phoenix on the back here. So these are only $20 shirts. We got instructor polos for your instructors. We've got also super cool hoodies. These come in black and green. You see the rifle print here on the sleeve. A 1903 here on the chest. These are only $45. And we've also got a Drill Dojo. So finally, we've got apparel, right? That's something I've always wanted, is some cool apparel. Yeah, the wallet's super, super tight. So this is technically not ready. It's about to be ready. I was working with them earlier today to get this into the shop. So they're building it now. This is Drill Dojo Challenge coin with the arc pin. I'm going to pick one up in Texas. And that'll be my go-to. Let's see. Did they get slings? They haven't gotten the new slings up. I got 2 new slings. One is an old sling that's coming back, but one is a brand new sling. We've got a black 2 stripes with a gold stripe running down the middle in a thinner kind of seatbelt fabric. So that's coming into the shop. Should be today. Outside of that, I believe we are all set. We're going to get a new pre-build NGA that's going to be black and white, and it's going to come at $325. But if you send an email to customerservice@glendale.com, they'll be able to hook you up with 2 arc pins, one that says certified and one that says maybe drill team. So I think check with, if you want the arc pins for uniforms, send me an email and I will try and get Glendale to make them. Because right now they've got them with the pins kind of stripped out. But we can get the pins to be actual pins. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, if you can make it to San Antonio, that's perfect. If you can't make it to San Antonio, that's fine. I'm going to be around the country kind of all through next year, through May. Glendale's paying my way all over the place. So I'm going to be Miami, Nevada, Air Force Nationals, possibly Hawaii, possibly Navy Nationals, possibly Marine Corps Nationals, definitely Rocky Mountain Classic, definitely Golden Bear, and definitely Daytona. I've got a couple facsimile poker chips lying around. I think. I've only got a few. I think a lot of them are gone. What color do you need? Send me an email. I'll get it to you. I'll see you at Golden Bear and Daytona then, for sure. I'm pretty excited. I've got a cool show I'm preparing. Also, if you're here, you're going to want this. Everyone should put in an application for the CHW award if they qualify. This is for high school students. So if you're a high school student who wants to continue your drill career after high school, apply for the Constantine H. Wilson Award. So what this is, Constantine Wilson started New Guard America, and that gave me a home to kind of embrace professional drill, and it's really kept a lot of us in the community. Constantine died in 2017. Glendale is partnered with Isabel, who's still running the New Guard America stocks, and obviously the Drill Dojo. We're giving away a custom-built, beautiful blue stock gold hardware rifle with the Drill Dojo sling. And that's going to be determined by legacy members of New Guard America. So we're going to try and get that announced in 2025. I'm going to try and get an invitational competition. I'm really struggling with getting a venue. But just fill out these boxes and upload a video. And, you know, it'll be shared with New Guard America in mid-February, and we'll have a winner by late February. You have to wait until you earn your certification in order to get the arc pin of that color. So that's going to be something that's checked. That's a career cadet. What do you mean? That's a career question mark. Drill is a career. Yes. Drill is a career, sort of. When I say professional, what Constantine did was he made connections with a lot of international tattoos. And there's not like tons of money to be made. Like when they book you, they pay for all of your expenses on your way there. But like what it really, as far as drill being a career is that there is products to be sold in the drill community, right? Like I made drill a career by staying in the community, by volunteering for New Guard America, by being a part of these things. That's really where it is. So from the performance aspect, drill is not really a career from a performance side of things. Not really. But when you're innovative and you make things work, then things work. You know, Constantine made it a career. I wouldn't say anyone could like necessarily follow in his footsteps to make it a career unless they have like what it takes that like Constantine brought to the table. He brought a lot to the table. Does that make sense? So I think that about covers all the updates. In January, the Black Sling curriculum will be changing. But you will still be able to do just the 6 tricks as the legacy through Daytona, okay? So don't fret. Don't, worry about that change yet. What's changing is that, so right now the Black Sling curriculum is set up so you just pick 6 of the following tricks, yada, yada. And something that's kind of emerged over the last 4 years of the dojo being around is that, 1, the envelope is constantly being pushed. New tricks, bigger, better, higher, whatever. And 2, even in the current list, there's a mix match of different skill levels. And, a jupe hook is in almost everyone's submission, whereas a Jupacabra is in almost nobody's, right? It doesn't make sense that a sextuple is weighted exactly the same as a septuple. So how this is going to change, and this also is so that I can add more tricks that you can choose from, right? Is that each trick will be worth a point value. And I'm going to see exactly where it balances out once everything has a point value. But once everything has a point value, that point value must equal, let's say, 6. So a jupe hook will be worth half of a point, whereas a zygotic will be worth a full point. And so when you add up all of these, sextuple will be worth a full point, but septuple will be worth 1.5. So all of a sudden we've got 1.5 plus 0.5 plus 1 plus 1. And you can pick 12 not super easy, but 12 of the kind of between blue and black sling style tricks and make it. Or you can pick 4 tricks that are worth like a point and a half, right? So that's kind of where it's going. And how it's changing. And this will allow me to add some of the big stuff. 720 Floridians that might be worth like 2 points or 2.5. And it'll also allow me to find a home for some of these tricks that are like, okay, well, a lot of people can do that. It's not super difficult, but like, let's include it in a way that people can do it, because it's still more difficult than like a traditional blue sling. Make sense? All right. Well, I'm going to have to get going here, but I appreciate you guys coming in. Thanks for hanging out. In January, the first stream, we're going to try for a qualification stream mid-month. And then at the end of the month, we're going to try for a routine review. And that's any routine you want armed exhibition. So team routine, solo, tandem, we can talk about it. It's meant for critique, and it will be a public critique. So if you're not comfortable having the public access your routine, see what's going on, critique your routine, don't submit. But if you want good, accurate feedback, and that may be negative in nature, submit your routines. If you hit a non-tuple, that's probably worth like 3 points. Good luck. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Have a great New Year's. Have a great winter break. Have a great holiday season. Have a great drill life. Happy drilling. Loved having you here. See you guys in San Antonio on January 3rd. Tell everyone you know. All right. Happy drilling.